brown cow. Scotch. You seen Anchorman? You remember he was doing that?
I like Scotch.
I like Scotch.
Down my throat.
We live.
Oh yeah, we live, gentlemen. Hey, what's up, man? This is your boy Double R the Star. Bring you another episode of KoonNation, man. This is the first episode 1. So get it in. Who else we got on here?
We got your boy DC, aka Confirmed. Tell your granny to get my grits ready. 504 represent all day.
Already, you got your boy from that 910. You dig? Smooth, aka Smoother Luke, aka Mr. Hicks. You dig? Let's get it poppin'.
You better close that garage and come on. You forgot the end of your joke. You forgot the end of your
inside joke.
That's all right. I got
That's
you.
So horrible. That's so horrible.
I'm just saying, man. What are you drinking? Apple juice with Hennessy?
Well, really, it's a ginger ale.
Nigga
So sophisticated.
You about to lose your card, young dude.
I'm saying, no, man. I got this right here. I got what DC got on the back of his door right now.
Oh, shit.
Didn't that nigga say not to say nothing about that damn star? Did he say it again? You tried to be on the.
I didn't mean it in a bad way. So if you took it in a bad way, hey, my dude, confirm. If you took it as a bad way, my bad. I didn't mean to. I'm just saying. I mean, it's delicious. So I would the same way that star holds in your heart, the same way that this star holds in my heart.
True that.
Real life.
That nigga Smooth trying to end up on the damn ID channel.
Well, now, how do you know about the ID channel though? That's what I'm asking.
That's my favorite channel, man. That's like the white people's first 48.
Exactly. I seen you. About the wives. Hey, for real, it's a show about the wives killing the husbands or something.
Yeah,
how you get that in Germany? How you get that over there? Don't even worry about it. I don't know how you see it.
I'm gonna tell you, man. I'm a motherfucking connoisseur, young boy. Don't get it twisted, man.
Shit, dig. Hey, let me ask you this one question though. May I ask you a question, sir?
What up?
Hey, you know I rock with the Golden State Warriors, man. How did you feel about when you heard about the L? But it was a good L they took. Because it was a good game, but how did you feel about it? Hey, they competed. They competed.
Yeah, they did.
It was a great game.
I'm just glad, man, that the Bay Area basketball team finally getting some notoriety. You know what I'm saying? Because nigga, it's always been football and baseball. You know what I'm saying? We won the World Series, and San Francisco went, you know what I'm saying, damn near to the Super Bowl. So, you know, I'm finally glad. Like niggas, it was like, oh, that's right. The Warriors is in San Francisco, right? Like,
bruh, I've been with y'all since Chris Mullin, Tim Hardaway, Gatlin. Like when Sean Kemp dunked on Gatlin, like I was a Golden State fan. So I've been a Golden State fan for a very long time, but I just never wanted to tell people. So now I feel free. Like, yo, I'm like I watched the whole game, and anybody knows me. Check my Facebook. I was rooting for doggone Golden State, and they, you know. Steph Curry for president, 2016.
You know what, man? You know what, though, man? It reminds me of my old Saints. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're like the football version. They're the basketball version of the Saints. They can score a lot of points, but can't stop nobody from scoring points. Once they get their defense straight, it's gonna be hard to beat them boys. That means Steph Curry, man, that dude probably one of the top 5 point guards in the league, hands down.
But you know what? It wasn't even him last night that really stepped up, man. It was Damon Green. Like my dude was an animal last night, and he's not even tall, and he was playing he was blocking shots, making assists, hitting buckets. I was like, I didn't even want to change the station.
Y'all only gonna go as far as Steve Curry take you.
Steph.
What's Steph Curry?
Steph Curry. I'm still you know what I'm saying, I'm from the Bay Area, but I'm a Lakers fan, man. But you know, we can't get our shit together down there. And speaking of Los Angeles, man, what's up with this Donald Sterling? You know what I'm saying? Like everybody's been hitting. I know y'all been watching this shit on the news there in the States. I mean, we really don't get it over here overseas, but you know, I see everything online about the nigga. And how do you feel about him saying what he said? What's up, Smooth?
This is go ahead.
This nigga's raising his hand.
Go ahead, Smooth.
Well, you know, I watched the 2020 thing, and they had the female, man. She changed her name to whatever her messed up name is with the V at the last name, the Mexican and black chick. And she made some good points, but you know, I think everybody is racist to a certain extent. You dig? Like, we have our inhibitions which we don't let out, and he happened to let his out to a confidant or his assistant, right? And somebody leaked it. But at the end of the day, man, like I understood why they got him out of basketball, because basketball is an international sport. So if you promote what he said, then that means you promote racism and all that good stuff, which means it wouldn't be an international sport now. You know what I mean? Like, and the game is bigger than a team, though you need the teams to have the games. So, I mean, kicking them out, I think it was a good look for basketball. Like, I was very proud when I saw it. But at the same time, I mean, a lot of people do this, they just don't get caught. He got caught. And my personal opinion was, he had an old lady. He was messing with this little young tender. The old lady threatened him to cut the young tender off. He was like, no. So old lady took, action and cut the young tender off. And guess what? The young tender had some fight back. So she threw it back to TMZ, which reciprocated back to Mr. Sterling. You dig? And now he's in a world full of ish that should not have happened. You know what I mean? But everybody has these thoughts. Everybody got these thoughts.
All right, here's my thing, man. I'm not even gonna take it on a big old level. I'm gonna take it on a little level, man. Society got it all fucked up, my nigga. All right, let's take what we doing right now. Put 3 white guys up in here, listen to it, and let somebody say nigga this many times. It's an issue. You see what I'm saying? Like you said, everybody got a little racism in them. But shit, like, what makes it? Why can I call you my nigga and then the white dude can't call you nigga? If it's just a word, it has no effect on you. I just think, I mean, true and all, they should have got rid of them. I agree with that. But it's right in front of us. It's not even all the way in the NBA, man. It's right in front of us, dude. Your boss, my platoon sergeant, my first sergeant, my commander, my colonel behind closed doors, they might say the same shit. But every day we stand in formation and we work for them. You see what I'm saying? Like, it don't matter. Like, how many crazy people, like, I'm gonna say this one thing. I was in Iraq. Dude said, hey, who would you vote for? I said, I vote for Obama. He's like, why? You voted for Obama because he's black? I turned it around. What, you didn't vote for him because he's black? End of the subject.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely agree with both of y'all, man. Like, you know, and it's because of the lifestyle that we chose, which is, you know, taking the jobs on that we did. We experienced that on all different aspects and all different levels, so we can kind of, you know what I'm saying, take that with a pillar of salt and dust that off, because, you know what I mean, it's like, nigga, everybody's racist. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody says things about people. Black people, to me, and I might get my card pulled, but I think we the most racist people there is, because we racist against each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, you take the phrase keeping it real. All right. Niggas always holler that, man, keep it real, keep it 100, blah, blah, blah. All right, so we all thugging it out on the streets, on the block, doing what we do to make our money. Now I make it. Now I make it successful. I make it whatever way I make it successful. Whether it's legitimately on education, get a good job, or I hustle my ass off, you know what I'm saying, and all of a sudden I'm big timing. Whatever it is, I make it. Y'all don't make it. Now, my keeping it real has to be in that level, or in that understanding of those individuals down at that level. Keeping it real means I have to stay where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got to stay in the hood. I got to be in the hood. I got to be in these streets in order to keep it real. But it's a mentality that we grow up with. Like, why can't me being in a mansion and my kids going to a good school, why can't that be real for the black society? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not real. That's some white people stuff. They don't want you up there, blah, blah, blah. No, see, that's all in your mind. You know what I'm saying? If we was to take, because the hood ain't nothing but a business. And everybody who has money knows that they gonna pump their money into whatever hood is going on. Projects, that ain't nothing but a monopoly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If black people was to actually, like, you know what I'm saying, get on some other shit and actually go and take over some suburbs, then they would consider that suburbs the hood. because
But
black
we
people
can't.
are over there. You know what I'm saying? So with all of that, like if I don't come back to the hood, then I'm not keeping it real because I done made it. But if I do keep it real and I go back to the soil where I was at, where I was struggling and I was hustling, but I got money, what do you think the niggas is next to me thinking? The same thing I would be thinking if I was in that situation and a nigga came around me with money. I'd be plotting to
And you know
rob this
what?
nigga. And that's what happens to a lot of famous people all the time. You hear about niggas trying to go to the hoods and they getting they you know what I'm saying, they getting jumped, they getting you know what I'm saying, they chain snatched, whatever, because niggas is hungry. That's you cannot be no monkey and go kick it with some gorillas, nigga, and think that they gonna accept you. You feel me?
And may I add something to that? Like, not even, you ain't even got to be rich. You know what I mean? Because I went home one time recently, not too long ago, and I had a little dude, he kind of acted like like I knew he had a pistol, and I knew he saw what I was driving. Mind you, I'm not rich. You feel me? I'm not rich by no means. I live comfortable, but I'm not rich. He saw what I drove. He equated my out-of-state tags for me not to be where I'm from, which is where I was at, right? And I could hear him talking about, we gonna get this dude. Not in those words. You feel me?
Yeah.
And in my head, I'm like, I want him to jump. But he was a youngin'. He was a toddler. Compared to a grown man, he was a toddler. And in my head, I was like, if he does it, then I'm gonna shut him down already. And nobody around me really knew what was going on. Now, maybe it's the background in which you confirmed and we are in this environment, so we kind of understand when stuff start to go south. So I was listening.
So hold on, I mean cut you off, but with that being said, do you feel like in situations like that you have to, like you said, I was hoping that he jumped. Do you feel like sometimes when you do go, because I feel you, I'm you know, I have similar stories with that, like going back home on your block and niggas treating you like a stranger because they haven't seen you. But do y'all feel, because you've been away from home so long, do you feel like if he had a jump, you would have had to, instead of just beating his ass and being done with it like you would have did any other nigga, do you feel like you have to let niggas know that, you know what I'm saying, that extra, you feel me? Like, instead of just handling, you know what I'm saying, handling the situation, handling it, now you got to go extra with it just to let everybody else know who's around you, like, nigga, this is not what you want, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't get it twisted. I'm still the same nigga.
This is what I think. I think I'm at an age now where I've been there and I've done that. You feel me? So I feel like I shouldn't have to prove my worth or whatever I've worked to attain. I shouldn't have to prove that to anybody. But, like, for the people back home, that's why they back home. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm not saying it's a good thing. I'm just saying we all have choices in life, right? Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you chose to stay home and do whatever it is that you do when you're back home, you can't compare your life to my life. But if you think I'm a mark and you're gonna test me like a mark, then I'm gonna show you how a mark get down. You feel me?
Look, let me tell you something. Like Rod was saying, right? If you get money or you come up and you living good for yourself, you living comfortable, you know what I'm saying, and you leave and never come back, you know what I'm saying? It's like you forgot your hood. If you come back and chill in the hood with your good stuff, they be like, oh, you're just trying to flaunt it like you better than them. That's the first thing. Second thing, you know what I'm saying, is that we as a people, right, we choose to let, you know, our environment change us so much. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, instead of changing the environment, we let our environment change us. All right, like us three, we've been down since day one, since we came in the military. You feel me? But on a daily basis, you look around and you look around the people that you interact with every day, you wouldn't talk to half these niggas if you seen them in Walmart. You feel me? Third and lastly, when I go back home, and Rob know this, because Rob done it to me for a while, when I was whatever, and you too. I keep that thing on me like a tattoo. I don't care. Because I refuse to go do my time in Iraq, come back alive, and then die in goddamn New Orleans somewhere. I think goddamn.
I feel you. Now you brought up a very interesting point, DC. When you was talking about, you know, the whole, you know, the environment in which, you know, you have to adapt. You know what I'm saying? And the military does do a job with that. Like, that's one thing that they do. They make you adapt to your surroundings. You know what I'm saying? In the military, I always felt like I had to be a chameleon. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't get successful in the military by being, you know what I'm saying,
Where
who
you
you
from?
really are. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to be a
And
chameleon.
I'm
In that.
clapping on that.
You have to,
I'm
you know what I'm
clapping.
saying? And this is the thing that I was telling my wife the other day when like we had went out to a bar, and I was like, it's funny because a lot of these cats around the military, because they're in Europe, they're out there, they got the blue flag out their pocket and they throwing up gang signs and all this other stuff. And I mean,
Right.
I know that it's like that in the States because we all seen it. We all kicked it together. We all seen motherfuckers
Yeah.
like that. But I feel like a lot of them, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people in the military, if they really was about that life, if
They would
Sergeant
have
Major came in and Sergeant Major was wearing a red shirt, and if you hated red that damn much that you would get on any nigga head and Sergeant Major came in there, would you get on Sergeant Major for wearing that color? You know what I'm saying? Like you
Hell
would get
no,
on
it
another
won't.
nigga? Hell no, you wouldn't. So you have to be a chameleon. You know what I'm saying? You have to adapt to your environment, and I feel you on that because us kicking it at work, it's all good. We you know what I'm saying, we can say whatever we want to say. We don't have to hold our tongue on anything, and that's cool. And it's a comfortable setting because you know your crowd, you know your audience, so it's not an issue. But when it comes that frou-frou gazy nigga come around, that you know what I'm saying, you have to, and I always say this too,
Yeah.
real recognize real, so you know who your real partners is, who, even if he's not your partner, if he's real or not, you know what I'm
from
saying,
day one.
and you can talk to
Yeah.
him and say something.
And
And I
can I
feel
say?
like
Go
this,
ahead.
hold
Go
on,
ahead, bro.
let me wrap this back around with this nigga Donald Sterling. He felt like he was in his comfortable element with his assistant, you know what I'm saying, his side chick that everybody's calling him, calling her, you feel
Yeah.
me? He felt he was in a comfortable environment with her and was able to in the way I heard the shit, it seemed like he was trying to put her up on game. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't be associated with those people, blah blah blah. Like, he's trying to game her up to try to make her successful in his world, because in his world,
Yeah.
that's how he have gotten his riches, is
And
not associating himself or limiting himself, being that chameleon with, you know what I'm saying, with those people that he came in contact with, and not associating and being seen and taking pictures with that, because the people that he really breaks bread with, they don't want to see that. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to
and
see
that's
that at all.
exactly and that's exactly what she said on 2020. She was saying it wasn't so much him and her interaction; it was him and them interaction, talking about her and the people that she brought around his circumference, which made it more uncomfortable. So
And that's
that
true.
was a good talking point. I like that. I like that.
That's I mean, and it's real, because like we had said earlier, like we all have experienced that. Like, I believe, like, the next question I want to ask y'all with this Donald Sterling stuff is, was he really being racist, or was he being stereotypical? Because he didn't say niggas or those niggers or anything like that are racist statements, but he said, to something to the effect of not associating yourself with those type of people and black people and blah blah blah. Like, he said all these other things that may have been stereotypical, because a racist is going to straight up be racist. He's not going to hire no
Let me tell
black
you
people.
something.
You know what
Let
I'm
me tell
saying?
you something. That's funny about this. Let me tell you something that's funny about that, man. And kind of going back a little bit, man. All right, you named the top 10 comedians of all time, right? All on black, right? What
Yep.
freedom did they
I mean,
have? I mean, but look, what freedom? All right, if I tell you name your top 3 comedians right now, all 3 of them gonna be black. I guarantee that, right?
yeah, Richard Pryor, Eddie
Okay.
Murphy.
He wasn't
Okay.
saying
Yeah.
What,
actually.
all right,
Yeah,
but look, what power do they have that the white comedians didn't have? They had the power to say nigga all the time. They could talk about black people, white people, Mexicans, anybody. They got a freedom. I think the more talent comes from the number 7. I'm telling you, the first white person on that list of the funniest comedians, he's probably top 3 if he had the same freedom. You feel what I'm saying?
Understandable. And
you know, I kind of I dig what you I dig your talking point, goddamn DC. I dig it. I dig what you saying too, Rob. But kind of like at the end of the day, man, the dude, it was a private freaking conversation, right? And this is why I have a problem with it. He let a side chick or assistant somehow record this, And I mean, you know, maybe he does feel that way, but you got to think about the time era in which he grew up. He's 80 years old. He's not 30, 20. You know, he's not in our range. Whereas, okay, and this is where we're culturally biased because let's say you, DC, you grew up in the boot, right? Was that correct?
Yeah.
In the boot, you might not have interacted with no white people like that. Might not never had done it, right? When you joined the army, what you had to do? I bet you probably had a white dude that was your bunkmate, and you had to goddamn go and talk to him. He talked to you, and y'all make stuff square, right?
All day.
So I think it's biased of us to even really make a comment on it because I mean there's racism within our organization, but at the end of the day, when we go out there outside that line, you know what I'm saying? I got your back, you got my back. And then once we get back, we can go back to hating each other. You feel what I'm saying? Like we're different. We're a different breed.
I understand that, yeah, and that's something that, you know what I'm saying, like nobody's gonna be able to understand. Only thing you can relate the military with is gonna be some type of athletic organization. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. And a lot of people, as you know, like the common person, does not get into any kind of organized sports as far as team. You know what I mean? They might play with their friends or something like that, but they're their friends. So you know what I'm saying. But to actually be in organized sports, that's from people from all walks of life is going to be in that. So the military is really hard animal to pull that card and say, well, you know, we can go and fight wars and accept people and blah blah blah, but when I get home I can do whatever the hell I want. Or when we get back, I think you really can't, you know what I'm saying, use that as a valid point.
In the end, I'm sorry.
No, I'm just saying you can't really use that as a valid point because the military is such a long time traditional, and they dealt with their races and
we still deal with it.
And it's still going on. We're still going on, but there is no Tuskegee Airmen program in the military.
We're not getting infected with syphilis or gonorrhea or nothing.
It's this simple, man.
I mean,
in the end, it all boils down to this right here. It all boils down to this. Just like.
Go ahead, DC.
Just like the internet, the technology evolves. Racism evolves along with it. It's always going to be there. It just hides its face better. That's it. It's going to evolve. It's going to be generations past us.
But you know what? The slavery that we talk about
is just going to evolve just like.
I think it's two different forms of racism. The racism that we talk about, or what used to be, was like plantation, cotton picking, house person, field person, right? What we talk about is being discriminated. So that falls into a place of being, that person may be racist. They may have a certain view on, on a certain specific race. So, like, I don't think that Sterling had a mindset of all black people need to be on a plantation. No, let's clear that right now. I don't think that's what he thought. But I thought that black people or minorities was not an equal to him. You know what I mean? Because you had people of notoriety, such as, it all started because of the picture, because she took a picture with Magic Johnson. This dude is a mogul, right? Would you not agree?
I do agree. I mean,
but Sterling is that 1% of what we talk about in the U.S. making all this money, and like the 1% you don't see. He's a billionaire. He's up there, Forbes list, right? But I think it's not necessarily what a black person does or they don't do. I just think in his era, it's not cool to affiliate with black people. So I can respect it. I really can. I can, it's certain people I don't hang with. I'm not gonna say, but I don't hang with. I'm not racist. I just choose not to hang with a certain type of people. So I don't think he's necessarily racist. It's selective picking.
That's the beauty of being American, is you're able to choose who you want to hang out with and who you don't want to hang out with. I want to go back to Smooth's comment that he had made. He said, he's 88 years old. You know what I'm saying? So in his time frame, you know what I'm saying, like his thought process, you know what I'm saying, was a lot different than any of us can imagine at our age that we're at.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Right.
But we can
Because
also relate to,
when he was younger, you couldn't bring a black person around your environment. You know what I'm saying? Around your surroundings, you couldn't do that.
Check
yeah,
this out. Check this out. Let me make a quick point. When we were all younger, right? Did we all not play sports? Did we not all like play football, basketball, whatever the sport was? We played it, right?
Yeah.
yeah,
Correct. All right. Now you look at these new kids. These new kids. A lot of these kids do not play sports. They play Call of Duty, Battlefield. You tell them to go outside and throw a football or shoot a basketball, they don't know how to do it, right? And we look at them like they weak as shit, right? I mean, I didn't mean to curse, but we look at them like they weak, right?
Yeah.
And the same way we look at them is the same way that Sterling looks at like the new generation. Like he wasn't taught that. So I don't think he's necessarily wrong, man. Like I know a lot of people gonna give me backlash for that, and I'll take it. But I don't really necessarily think he was wrong. I think that he just got caught in a bad situation, and he let his inside thoughts contradict what he should have been doing on the outside. That makes sense.
yeah, it does. And I was gonna say, you know, all right, so he's old, so he's you know over 80 years old, but that's not foreign. You know what I'm saying? Like there's still, you know, I got grandparents that are in their, you know, late 70s. You know what I'm saying? I got, you know what I mean, aunties and uncles that are in their early 80s. So I can, and all of y'all, you know what I'm saying? We all can kind of relate to that. And on the African American side, on the black side, y'all can relate to the other side of those type of comments and those other side of that type of lifestyle. And black people, to me, have a way of shrugging shit off. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know if y'all feel like the older, like my grandparents. Let me just take my grandparents. My grandparents have a way of, they will let you know, be careful when you go around this place, or be careful when you drive in this area because, you know, police are looking for young black people and blah blah blah. They're relating that to current situations, with stuff that they've heard about or they've seen on the news, and they're also relating to personal experiences that they had, and they're also relating to a time period where white people and black people were not as coexistent as they are, you know, in 2014. But
AKA reading or writing.
Yeah, but understand that. But they're all, but to go back to Sterling, the business in which he keeps, you have to, at some degree, understand that this is not when you're 17 years old. This you're living in 2014. You've been an NBA owner for several years now. You're going to interact with you stay in Los Angeles, California, the Hispanic capital of the goddamn nation. You stay in a most diverse city that there is in the United States, and for you to have these feelings against minorities is devastating to not only the city, not only to the team, but you're a businessman, so that is devastating to your business, regardless of the company that you keep. Once you go home and who you talk to when you have these dinner parties and stuff like that, or who you're shaking hands with and making side deals with, your businessman sense should have keyed in that, okay, I can either be cool with the left or I can have the support of the right. And the
Minorities are gonna run it.
The minority is going to be the majority, just like Obama. Obama got elected solely based off the minority vote. Solely based off the minority vote, because the minorities are the United States of America. Look at the demographics now. Population of all white citizens has decreased dramatically since the 80s because white people, and I used to tell my exes all the time, everybody loves chocolate, baby. You know what I'm saying? So you finna be, there's so many different nationalities in the United States. Like, and y'all can feel me on this. You guys have been to several different countries. When you go to Iraq, do you see Asians walking around Iraq? You don't see Asians walking around Iraq. When you go to Germany, do you see hella fucking Iraqis walking around Germany? You don't
And
see.
let me
You see
and,
Germans. You
and
see.
check this out.
And Germany's a little different because Germany's a multicultural city when you go to like Frankfurt or something like that. But the majority is still 100% German citizens.
Now
And
let me
it's
ask you
going to
this.
be like that. Just like when I was in Korea. You couldn't go to no soul food restaurant in damn Korea. You wasn't going to a Mexican food restaurant when you was in Korea.
I did go to the Asian one.
You're eating Asian food. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
like
but this is
all
what I
the
want to
time.
ask you, right? This is what I want to ask you, Rob. Now I want you to touch on why this issue so much because I don't think they understand. I think you kind of said it earlier, but you didn't. Where are you from?
I'm from the Bay Area.
So why does this touch so hard to you?
You know what? It doesn't touch hard to me because I'm from the Bay Area. Now, and that's why I'm glad y'all are, part of the Coon Nation because y'all give a different aspect. Like the Bay Area, and I've always told my soldiers this when I was in the military. I told, my family this. Being raised where I was from, where I'm from, is I think was the best thing for me because I consider the Bay Area being a Skittle Bowl. Like you have so many different flavors mixed in. Where I grew up hearing Asians say, I grew up hearing white people say nigga. I grew up hearing black people say nigga. You know what I'm saying? So it's nothing to me. It's nothing but a word to me. You know what I'm saying? And I told my best friend Spoon this. I didn't start having feelings about other nationalities saying the N word until I joined the military, and all my friends are from the South. You know what I'm saying? All my niggas that I hang out with from the South and the East Coast. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So knowing y'all struggle and visiting y'all hometowns and stuff like that and seeing like all black people was a different experience for me. Like I got my mom, she's from Missouri, you know what I'm saying, a little small country town in Missouri. And to this day in Missouri, in her town in Hayti, they still have a school sign that says black entrance and white entrance. Still to this day, they still have it because it's a historical landmark. You know what I mean? But as far as you know what I'm saying, the diversity. Going into the military, it was I didn't care that there was white niggas that was my bunkmates or Mexicans or you know what I'm saying. I went into the army. My best partner one of my best partners I went to the military with, he was Mexican. We went in on a buddy program. You know what I'm saying? So it's nothing to me. Like you know what I'm saying. My friends is from all types of walk. I got Vietnamese partner that will call you a nigga to your face. I got a black partner that'll call you a nigga to your face. You know what I'm saying? And it's not like they call me nigga because they wear skateboarding shoes and you know what I'm saying. Like it ain't that. It's and you know what I'm saying. They live the same lifestyle that you're gonna find a nigga in New Orleans doing. You feel me? Them niggas is out there doing.
Like where I'm from, man, we don't have that many white boys out there, man. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't really used to a white person saying the word nigga. You know what I'm saying? It was, you know what I'm saying? It was really no racism that I could see where I'm at. All who was black. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying? Like I got like one godson. He's Mexican. Go fucking figure, right? You know what I'm saying? Like my right hand man right now. You know what I'm saying? I can call right now. He said besides y'all, you feel me? But on a whole different subject. We done beat a dead horse, you know what I'm saying? We got time restraint.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got you, man. I got you. My next question was the Donald Sterling thing before we wrap it up, man. We ain't gonna have all the questions that I have wrote down, but a big question that I seen a lot of controversy with was with all his racist comments that was made and everything blowing up and getting blown in and out of proportion and out of context. A lot of people was asking, would you still play? If you were a player, if you were a minority player, would you still play?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I already know. Yes. And I'm
back. Go ahead. Y'all keep going.
Yes because in the end, everybody got a family, and we can all relate this to the military. You know what I'm saying? Like, you think everybody in the military voted for goddamn Obama? No. But they gonna work. All those basketball players, it's a team, it's a family. When you in Iraq, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you was in Iraq and they did that goddamn whole thing, when the government shut down, you think you're not gonna goddamn get your battle buddy sick?
Perfect.
When I say sick, I mean it's back. You see what I'm saying? So you don't think you're not gonna get your battle buddy sick because Ain't nobody getting paid and you fed up with the government? No, you don't get it back because you know he got your back. You a family. Same thing as basketball and any team sport. You a family. You're not going out there playing for him. You're not playing for Sterling. Right? You playing for that check. You playing for you playing for that team. You playing to put food on the table. Like the Trail Free Run said, right? $23 million. That's an insult. I can't feed my kids with that. In the end, it's about the money. It's about the money. It's about the family, and it's about your reason doing your job. And that's it. You can do whatever. I don't like going to work sometimes, but I'm gonna go to work because I gotta feed my family. I got bills to pay.
Exactly.
Plain and simple.
You know, I completely agree with you, DC. You know, it is about the money. Like you signed a contract, so you're in a law-abiding agreement. You know what I'm saying? First of all, but that's whatever. But the most
okay, may I say something?
Can I finish, nigga? Can I finish saying mine and then we shoot to you? So anyway, sorry, DC. I was trying to talk to you. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? What goes on is, you know, my whole thing was, yeah, it's about the money, and I could feel that. You know what I'm saying? I could feel that the money is very important. It feeds your family and everything. But you're not going to get no money if you don't have no fucking fans. So you're not just playing for that money. You're paying for all them fans that help pay that fucking money. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of fans out there that done bought their goddamn Blake Griffin jersey. You know what I'm saying? They done bought their season tickets and all that other stuff. And yeah, there's a lot of undercover stuff going on. But like we had talked about earlier, like that racism stuff happens all the time. He just got caught. He just got straight up caught saying some shit that he had already been feeling that a lot of motherfucking owners in the NBA, in all sports, all jobs, they already feel black, white, Mexican, purple, green. It don't matter. Everybody says the shit in their head, like, you know what I mean? But he got caught saying some stuff that he should not have said. But it's about the fans to me. Like, you have an obligation to them. And everybody, they get up there and they accept that fucking sports achievement MVP award and they say, this is for the fans. Without y'all, none of this would even be possible. Because it ain't. None of it will be fucking possible. You know what I'm saying? So if you not playing, my owner of my team, who I barely ever fucking get to see, you know what I'm saying? He might come in the locker room or something like that, or he might be sitting there at the game, but I'm not playing for this nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not playing for the owner of the team. Like, I'm playing for me because my love of basketball, and I'm playing for my fans that love me, that pay these fucking lights, that pay this food, that you know what I'm saying, bought this Maserati for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm playing for all of them. So, in my situation, I would play because I would play for the fans. Because without the fans, I wouldn't even have no damn money. And my next question was going to be, would you even go to the games? Because if the fans don't go to the games, if they stop buying season tickets, if they stop going to the games, who's funding this motherfucker? You know what I'm saying? Nobody. So your contract that you just signed is obsolete now because we don't even have the money to back it. Nobody's buying our jerseys no more. Nobody's buying season tickets. Nobody's buying seats in the stadium no more. Nobody's buying, you know what I'm saying, these exclusive or coming to these autograph signs. Like, nobody's doing that no more because of something our owner said. So I'm going to come out here and play every day even harder to let the fans know, fuck him. We still need a championship. You know what I'm saying? We're going to bring that championship home for y'all, not for this nigga at all. Yeah, he's already benefiting off of us. You know what I'm saying? So that's my whole take on the thing. You can go ahead, Smooth, since you over there sitting so quiet and pretty with your fucking wife beater on.
Well, I'm saying 28:53 has elapsed, right? But what I was gonna say was, who should they play for? I think, the NBA is a grueling schedule, 82 games, right? We're not even talking about preseason, right? So I think at the end of the day, I mean, they want to know, can they compete with the next highest team? You know what I mean? Like, and something. Let me give you a trivial fact that you might not have known. Steph Curry, along with Andre Iguodala for the Golden State Warriors, do you know what they were gonna do? Like, if the commissioner of the NBA did not reprimand Mr. Sterling, do you know what they were gonna do?
No.
I'm asking. They were gonna walk off the court. Like at the jump ball, they were getting ready to walk off the court, and they were hoping hoping that Clippers were going to do the same thing, but it never came down to that because the commissioner read Sterling his rights, and he had this indefinite. He's out, all that good stuff, right? So I think at the end of the day, man, like you being a team, and we've been struggling since we've been grinding because think about think about the fruit. When do you remember the Clippers being good? And you're from California.
Man, they haven't been good years ago, but like the last couple of years because they had that team and Blake Griffin had all the hype, Chris Paul.
Exactly. But before Chris Paul and Jamal Crawford and Matt Barnes and Blake Griffin and DeAndre Jordan, I keep going because I'm a basketball buff. If you didn't know, right? Before they got there, the three notable names, I could give you Darius Miles, I could give you Ron Harper, and I can give you Baron Davis. I can give you them three. Who else played for them? Nobody. You feel me? So it's like they playing for self. I think at that point, like if it were me, I'm not playing for Sterling. I'm playing for a legitimate right to say we deserve to be here because Sterling isn't on the court. He's just the dude that pays the checks, right? So he can have what he has to say. I'm going to play, and at the end of that year, I'm going to opt out my contract because I'm playing for a guy that does not respect me as a whole. But right now, 42 games in, hey, I'm past halfway in the season. So now I'm playing for my team. Whatever he says is a distraction. So I gotta let the distractions be back here, and I'm gonna do what I do and carry on. And I think that the Clippers, hey, hats off. And I'm a Warriors fan. Hats off because I don't know. Everybody knows adversity and how we deal with it and how we overconquer it. But like that was in the national spotlight. How do you overconquer what everybody's talking about and still prevail? That is amazing to me. Just personally, but hey, you got to keep it pushing, man. And Chris Paul, and my second point was, how dare you list all these other players and you don't list Chris Paul at first? He's the reason why the Clippers are good.
Yes, he is. I'm a Chris Paul fan. Like I like his business ethic. I like his support for charities. Like him and his wife are always and his family,
man. His family like it. And he's from North Carolina. Let me say that. He's from North Carolina. The greatest state that you ever find. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Nothing to do with it. Nothing to do with it.
But I completely understand. All right. So
I knew he was going to hate.
Bottom line, just real quick around the round table.
We had 30 minutes.
I know. Yeah, I know. I mean, well, we knew it wasn't going to be that. But it ain't going to be 4 hours. I'll tell you that much. Real quick around the round table. We're going to start with you, DC. Closing statements on Donald Sterling.
All right. My closing statement is this. Once again, racism balls. They're just on different levels. Plain and simple. Was he wrong for what he said? In society's eyesight, but if you sit there and you don't realize when you was a kid, when you said you gonna play with the next door neighbor and the kid have to be white, and you might be like, don't you eat nothing from over there. Or, you know what I'm saying? You say you're going to go get drunk. I'm saying you're going to the white boy and be like, hey, watch what you do. You're going to get white boy wasted. It's just the way it's just the same thing, but just on a different level. Should I think he should be reprimanded for that and kicked out the league? Hell yeah, I think so. I think he should be kicked out the league because you're on that stage. See, when you're in the streets, you on the block, you can be like, man, fuck these white people. Fuck these niggas. Fuck that. You don't have nobody up underneath you. But when you're on that stage and those people, believe it or not, you're stepping on those people's back to get where you at. You gotta know your surroundings, and you gotta be a better judgment about it. I curse all the time. I know I'm cursing in front of my daughter, and it's just the way an Indian would do it, what society do it, and I just in the end, the portion, but
I can't hear you.
Fire and fuck it, and last thing. That's a black person fight on the team.
Gotcha.
Great point.
Smooth.
Great point.
Closing statements, brother.
I mean, basically the caveat what my homeboy said, Mr. Truth, like that everything that he said was absolutely correct. I think that when you're in that higher stage, you have to be more not cognizant of who's around you, who's in your circle. So if you say something that's like belligerent, expect belligerent actions to take place upon you. Does that make sense to you, Mr. Rob?
That does.
So, you know, at the end of the day, was it harsh? It was very harsh. But I'm a basketball junkie. Does it promote the sport of basketball? No, it doesn't, because you will have several different nationalities playing on the same doggone team. And when you say things like that, that will break a team apart. You know what I mean? So, hey, congrats to the commish, what he did, and I hope that everybody's more cognizant of what they say. And that's all I gotta say.
Man, my closing statement with it is, was it wrong? It was very wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm a very you know what I'm saying, I tiptoe around when it comes to racism and when it comes to, you know, offending people. Like I always say that offending people has so many different variations. You know what I'm saying? And disrespect has so many different variations. You might step on my foot and it might not disrespect me, but you step on Smooth's foot and it disrespects him. So I can't sit there and argue with him saying you should not be disrespected for that, because I wouldn't be. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're all individuals. We all have our own opinions with it. And I feel like that right there was a global wrong thing that he did. He publicized his feelings towards a particular nationality. You know, he didn't pick out, you know, this person or this nationality, like, it wasn't a multitude of nationalities. It was one particular nationality, and it just happened to be African American. And, you know, African Americans are the longest racially discriminated race in the United States of America, because of all, you know, the history books will tell you. But not really, because, you know, Native Americans have been discriminated from the jump. This was their lands. You know what I'm saying? So that's why, you know, if you study history and you know all your history and all that good stuff, like, you could back off a little bit. You know, for me, I can back off a little bit, like, wait a minute, we're second in this race thing. You know what I'm saying? Native Americans, they came over and said, nah, nigga, this is our land. They came and brought us over here and made us help them fight the Indians to get rid of the Indians.
Native Americans.
Well, yeah, the Native Americans, I'm sorry. Native Americans, you know what I'm saying, to take over their land. You know what I'm saying? So, and with me having a child that's half Native American, you know what I'm saying, I can understand that, because I've been on reservations, you know, and I understand their struggle with everything. So, back to the Donald Sterling thing, like, I feel like he was wrong straight out. He should not have felt that comfortable around that female. But females will make you feel that comfortable. You know what I'm saying? If you was a nigga that ain't used to getting it, and you around somebody that makes you comfortable, you might slip up and say some things. You know what I'm saying? And I felt like he should have handled his pimping a little bit better, as far as that whole situation was, because it was uncalled for, it was unneeded, and it should not have been said the way it was said. But from a businessman perspective, old boy fucked his whole hard 88 years of working in life off over something that he should not have done from the jump. You know what I'm saying? Like, he could have still been making money to this day had he not have slipped up and said something stupid. And every business.
Now, may I say something?
Yeah, go ahead.
Let me give you some facts on this. Oh my God, it's like the crackle. But he paid for the Clippers for $13 million, right? How much did he make? That's what I'm gonna ask y'all. Do y'all know how much money the Clippers are worth right now?
How much money? I know you got the statistics.
$700 million. So did he really mess up?
No.
Who knows?
No, that's right.
But he has.
That's right.
He has like quadruple times 30.
But yeah, I feel you. The way it goes when you talk about net worth versus actual funds on hand, that $700 million might be, advertisement and promotion, and you know.
And they pulled it. But guess how old he is? You know it, 80. So
yeah.
At this point, he's already solidified as a man, a mogul.
Yeah,
Remember
I
when
mean,
I said he's that 1%? He's the 1%.
yeah, but the thing about that too, though, is like, and this is another subject that we could talk about on a later show with the homosexual lesbian movement. The racist movement, people do not support that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's okay in black and white. It's okay for you to be racist in your heart. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to be racist at home, but when you bring your racism to my business, like I guarantee the restaurants that he went to in Los Angeles and they were friends with him and shook his hand and he took very well, they've cut him off. You know what I'm saying? So he's gonna have a hard time. Yeah, a lot of hard time. He's gonna have to come over here to Germany, where these Nazis is at, in order to actually profit something. But yeah, all right. So we're gonna move on, man, because we need to get this thing rolling. Because I know y'all.
Let's go, baby. Hey.
Yeah, next big topic, man. Next big topic. I know y'all.
Don't follow me. I can't hear you. Hold on.
You can't hear us. It's your Wi-Fi. Your Wi-Fi is garbage. Your Wi-Fi is horrible.
Bring my data cord.
Next big topic, man. That you know, I know y'all. A lot of y'all have seen it. A lot of y'all have already talked about it. I know we have been back and forth about it for a minute. Your girl Mimi.
Ho! And I mean that literally.
Okay.
Literally.
Is she really a hoe? Like, is she really a hoe though? Like, first question. We're gonna go ahead. Before you start, first question. Mimi's sex tape. Was it hoish or was it gamish? Like, to me, I'm just gonna put this out before it come around to me. To me, I think it was some game. Like, my nigga has been publicly, you know what I'm saying, in the public, fucking around with another chick for seasons of that damn show. You know what I mean? My baby daddy has been all out there. To me, I think that was game. Like, nigga, you not the only motherfucker that can go out and get some motherfucking ass. Like, to me, that's what I feel like. Smooth, what you got, man?
Well, man, it's a different. It's a myriad of ways that we can look at this. First of all, she felt like she was dogged out by old buddy Stevie J, right? So she probably won't get back in the best way possible, right? Because he did some questionable stuff. But at the end of the day, as like if I was in the notoriety that she's in, would I do a sex tape? Why? Why would I do it? It had the perception of America look at me like. I know what I can do. The females know what I can do. But it's not about that. It's about, like, I got kids. And I never want my kids to be blindsided with some dumb stuff I did. That make sense to you? So like, if she thought what she was doing was a quick fix, it wasn't, man. Like, she's only, like, if I had a bump and I cut it, she gouged deep into the bump. You feel me? Now she's bleeding profusely. Because of that dumb stuff she did. Like, for me, to have sex is one thing. To videotape it is another thing. To get somebody to buy it is a third thing. And I think that, I mean, to each their own, man. Have fun. You only live once. But she's 40-something. She knows better than that. I would expect a 20-year-old to do that. You know what I mean? Like, she's supposed to be a female younger, is supposed to go to and ask questions. And fourthly, the same stuff she talked about with old girl Jocelyn. Remember Jocelyn, right?
Yeah.
The old Puerto Rican mommy, right?
I don't give a fuck what y'all say, man. Jocelyn is bad as fuck to me. I don't give a fuck
she is. Yeah.
What y'all say?
And the same stuff she said that Jocelyn did with Stevie J and what Eve did with Stevie J, right? She just did the same thing. So she put herself in that same category. So who is she? Like right now, her word is bond, right? You heard that expression before, right? Word is bond, right?
Yeah.
I'm asking.
Yeah.
DC, you heard word is bond before? Yeah. Right. So
say again?
I said, have you ever heard word is bond?
Yeah.
Okay. So you know what that means, like Like, word is bond means that's my word, I'm going to do it. But her word ain't bond. Because how can you go out the side of your neck and talk about somebody else that did something you did previously 2 years ago, and you cut them up, and now you go right back, and you go get some industrial strength shower balls, and you out there doing Pilates and all that, and you don't think you're going to be considered a hoe? Like, I've met a lot of breezes like them, but we ain't talking about what I did, but I'm just saying, like, she ain't on that level, man. Like, she need to sit down. She's old as shit. You know what I mean? Like, she needs to go sit down, eat some soup, crochet, knit. But back to you, Rob.
Yeah. All right. So, with that being said, okay, do y'all feel like, Miss Young, have you? First of all, have you seen the tape?
I have. I seen clippets, and I seen on that thing getting it like that right here, and I seen him with a mouthful of muff.
DC, oh, DC's gone. Yeah, I seen the tape. I think that motherfucker was on that thing. Like, she was, she was working that thing. Like, I had a whole new found respect for Mimi. I'm like, cause on the show she's so quiet, so calm, so collective, and when I seen it, I was like, that's right. The quiet ones is usually the freaks. Like, the quiet ones is always the one. Well, not always, but the quiet ones is the ones that you gotta watch out for. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so we're gonna keep
Hey,
it
hold
PG.
on. Wait, hold on. Now,
We're gonna keep it PG. Like,
hold on.
Hold on. Let me ask you something, DC.
Let DC go. Let DC
okay, go ahead, DC.
all
You
right,
got
my
it.
whole thing is this, man. You know how we had the stable, Rob. I done many of videos. Ain't nobody got those motherfuckers.
That was my next question too. That was my next question.
Ain't nobody got those. Ain't no accident. Ain't not one in the history of niggerdom has one goddamn sex tape ever been leaked. No, you gave that bitch away.
Yeah, and I mean, as you see the angles of it, like, you see the angles, like, the camera is like a setup tripod camera. Like, it's not somebody like wiggling back and forth or nothing. Like, it seems so professionally done. Like, now you can, now
ain't nobody. He never caught no cramp. She never farted. She never burped. Ain't no goddamn random recording.
That was a real look, people. That was a real look. Like, when he said that was a real look. And to keep going, DC, I just had to explain my facial expression when you said that. I was like,
yeah, I mean that's real. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you something. I'm fucking. You see how bad she is. I'm talking about, like, you gonna fuck something up. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
you
ain't gonna be that perfect.
You're not gonna be that perfect. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody fart. You ain't see nobody sweating. He never caught no cramp. He never paused.
well, man, no. But see, you got to go back and you got to look at the. I looked at the actual footage and then the pre-footage, and he said he told her, it was like, when that red light go on, girl, you're like an animal. And I was like, what the fuck? So this was planned. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't like staged or set up.
To me, I think it seems like they had done this before. You know what I'm saying? Like, because
how many times we did the Superman and some cooch?
Let's go ahead and I'm gonna roll into the next question because we're an hour already.
Let's go.
The next question was, have you ever made a sex tape? Now, and like y'all had already been talking about, and these are some points that I wanted to bring up too. When you make a sex tape, like DC said, like, there's always lag. Like to me, it seemed like they had already done this before. And everybody could say, "Oh, well, sex tape, it got leaked, like it was purposely leaked, like they wanted to let her know, the show wasn't doing so well, and her character was dying off, so they was trying to get rid of her character, not have her on as much, and she was, you know what I'm saying, like, there's all these different speculations out there on why now, right before the season starts, this sex tape comes out. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're in their little, break from the season. So it's about to start back up, and here comes this sex tape out. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like, God, nigga, this nigga over there, what do you got? Some at his grandma's house got that big ass glass fork and spoon.
Stop.
You know,
Man,
what I'm
hey,
talking about? With,
I hit the accidental button, man.
Hey, I know your grandma used to have that old ass wooden spoon and fork over the dining room set, nigga. Don't act like I was the only one. But anyway, so with that being said, have you ever made a sex tape? And if you have made a sex tape, how did it start? How did it start? Like, to me.
Right
Let me tell you something. All right, I made a couple of sex tapes, right?
You nasty bitch, you.
Call it what you want to, but look, it wasn't even sex tapes. It was sex phone, iPhone, right? So, so look
Yeah,
here.
see, you gotta laugh.
So look, it started off with saying you drinking like, hey, let me tell you something. Ain't no sex tape really ever got made prior to the fucking. You fucking, you drunk, hey, we need to record this shit, and then you start recording. Plain and simple.
Yeah, you know.
I did a sex tape and I had a gecko run across my floor. It's the odd shit, nigga. It's the odd shit.
Like a lizard?
It's the imperfection. It's the
Like
imperfection that makes it a sex tape.
Like
I feel you.
Exactly. It's the imperfection. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. You know
and you're right.
Don't nobody that's right.
But look. Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and fast forward this to money. Like, she has some money. You know, her husband was a very successful producer. You know, he's still they're making money from the show and all that good stuff at the same time. So I don't think in her situation she would have been using a phone to record a sex tape. But I do feel like it was professionally like mastered. Like they had to have a tripod.
Yeah.
What if you set that camera that they had, whatever if they had a 1080p recording device with 700,000 megapixels, so it's so clear and all this other shit, you had to set that on your counter, you know what I'm saying, in the bathroom. Whose fucking counter is goddamn eye level? You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit it showed that nigga kneecaps and up. You know what I'm saying? Like, the camera was a good ass fucking camera. You know what I'm saying?
Let me tell you something. You ever been to a wedding? You had your wedding, right?
Mm-hmm.
You had your wedding. You had a professional photographer there, right?
Yep.
Did she give you the tape soon as the wedding was over?
No.
Exactly. Hell no.
Yeah.
Exactly. You gotta edit some shit. You know what I'm saying? You gotta set the back light. You gotta have everything perfect. Ain't no damn sex tape, man. That's a fucking porno, guy.
That's a porno. You're right.
Let me tell you something. You done had 50 females that have went to Lowe's to try to get that goddamn shower curtain and ain't never found it yet.
Yep, you're right. Like, and that's my thing too. Like, I just think it was so orchestrated professionally, and I think it was a ploy because you know, I mean, like, you know, mainstream Hollywood, all, like, whatever you want to call it, they're always trying to boost marketing, and I think that was a marketing ploy towards that show because people had got tired with that. Like, when I talk to people about it, you know, females, because I don't really know niggas who watch that show, but females who watch that show, like, they were tired of that show. You know what I'm saying? Like, and her character was always so monotone, so quiet. Like, oh, I'm gonna beat that bitch ass, but never really did it. You know what I'm saying? And Jocelyn was kind of taking over and all that other shit. Like, so it was, you know what I mean? It was getting dry to me. It was like, it was more of the same all the time. It was more of the same. You turn it on and you couldn't watch that show. If you don't watch that show for 3 weeks and you turned it on, you could know exactly what was going on because it was that repetitious with that show. You know what I'm saying?
This
and
is my last point, right?
Killing me with these fucking wife beaters. Like, every time I look at the bottom right of my screen, I just see 2 wife beaters, some nigga with a light on and some nigga with a light off, and it looks like the same nigga.
Hey, let me tell you something. This is my last point. All right, this is filmed. Where is this filmed at? In Atlanta, right?
Yeah.
In Atlanta, right? So they're on set, right? They're on set in Atlanta, right? Do you think they stay in hotels?
I think they got it on them.
But
no, I don't.
You think they stay in hotels? Do they have houses in Atlanta?
You know, I think you got a point because I think they're gonna act a certain way because they know that camera is on them. You dig?
No,
so they already know.
My point, Smooth, is this. They got all this damn money. They got a motherfucking house. Why the hell are they sitting in a hotel room?
Because that's what celebrities do, man. Like if
Privacy.
like
Privacy.
I'm gonna put my card out there. When I used to have to watch the Kardashians, like they used to stay in the fucking hotel rooms. Like their house that they filmed in was a hotel that they were filming out of majority of the time. So celebrities do that. Like they don't really, because celebrities' houses are a mansion off in the country somewhere where fans really can't get to. You got to get through like 5 security gates to even get to their shit. So like they don't really kick it at home. They always are at some luxurious hotel down the street from the function that they was even fucking with. So I think.
Did that look like a luxurious hotel? Let me tell you something. They took 2 steps from the bed to the bathroom. 2 steps. Ain't no goddamn luxurious hotel.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, I believe that. I can't even hate on that. But anyway, so with that being said, is next question is would you fuck Mimi?
Yes.
Do I gotta answer that?
Twice a day for a week.
I'm with you. I got the thing on my finger too. My girlfriend gonna watch this.
Look,
if you wasn't married, if you wasn't married,
I'd be on that thing like both hands up, like
to me. Let me just. I'm gonna say mine first. To me, Mimi showed a whole different side that people did not know. She showed the side why that nigga Stevie, why Stevie J fucked with her. She was fucking the shit out of that nigga. Like he wasn't even doing that. He was not even doing anything.
Ask him. Tell the people what Tim Tebow means.
Okay.
Tell them what Tim Tebow means, because they talking about praying. Not praying. We not talking about praying right now.
Tell everybody who's gonna listen to this what Tim Tebow who.
And it's gonna be hilarious.
Not the football player. Right. Like, don't get it twisted with the football player. Who is Tim Tebow?
Okay, so in my little stable days, you know what I'm saying, I named females as football players. No homo, right? That's how I can relate to their skills. All right? So, I'm just going to talk about Tim Tebow. Tim Tebow is going to do whatever it has to do to get that 1 yard or that extra inch. If you got 5 people at an end zone, Tim Tebow going to put his head down, he's going to get to that end zone. If you got a female that's Tim Tebow, she don't care. She got to jump over the coffee table to get to that nut. She going to do it. She going to wrap that hair up. She going to take them earrings out, and she going to get there. You feel me? I don't care if she nut 5 times and have an orgasm. She going to get that up out you. Tim Tebow, fellas and ladies.
Say that again.
Please say that Tim Tebow.
Hey, say about you again, man. I don't think they understand you from that New Orleans.
Say what?
I need you to say that about you again, because I don't think they know you from New Orleans.
You know what I'm saying? No matter what she got to do to get up about you, you know what I'm saying? She going to get up about you. You feel me? All right. So, females, if you listening, please be that Tim Tebow for that nigga a couple times. Niggas, if you get a Tim Tebow, she going to do you right. You just got to make sure you drink a lot of water. You feel me? Do continue.
Pineapple juice. I'm just going to throw that out there. I like to drink fruit juice before I meet that Tim Tebow. Well, when I was meeting that Tim Tebow, I had an array of exotic fruit drinks, so they wouldn't be mad at me. Now, for those that don't understand what I'm talking about, probably because you're probably single. Is that correct? They're probably single. But if you understand what I'm talking about, appreciate the guy that you're with that's drinking all those fruit juices. Because he's not doing it for him, the betterment of his body. He's doing it for the betterment of your digestive system. And we're going to leave it at that.
All right, so.
Preach!
Moving on from Tim Tebow and Mimi.
You got to do the Heisman, though. You got to do the Heisman on that HOE.
Look, first of all, to the nigga who just found out what a thought is, uh,
Wow. Hey,
okay,
for the married people out here in this world, y'all don't know what a thought is, go look it up. Cause I seen the thing the other day, and it was talking about a thought, and the daughter said, "Daddy, what's a thought?" He said, "Your mama," and she was like, "Well, what's that?" She said, "So what am I?" And he said, oh, I can't remember the word, but he called her a thoughter. That's what he called her, a thoughter. And I was like, wow,
that's
like
cool.
okay,
That's
yeah, it's
cool.
cool,
I
it's
don't think
cool.
I can ever do that. I can
That
tell
is
you,
cool.
not the my. I got all
and I,
daughters. Nigga. I got
and I,
all
and
girls.
I,
I can say that.
I got a daughter too.
so you know I didn't
Yeah,
make
I
that
can
up.
say that.
I thought her. I was like, wow.
That's funny.
Okay.
That's funny.
All right. So, closing statements with the Mimi sex tape um, that populated on the internet, starting with Smooth.
Um, I think for her to be as old as she is, I'm not gonna say she shouldn't have did it. She should have did it because everybody makes their own decisions for whatever reason they gonna make them. But I will say, if I was her age, I would have done that when I was in my early 20s, so I can have an excuse like I was experimenting with life. But she can't say that. She knew deliberately what she was doing. So whatever backlash she gets or whatever positive things she get, hey, but remember she got a kid, and the kid is always internet is always readily available, and the kid is gonna see this. So hey, Mimi, do what you do when you do it. You dig? Signing off. I'm out.
DC, bro, what's going on?
My whole thing about this, man, you're a grown ass fucking woman. Do you, boo boo? Do you? All right. I mean, if that's what you want to do that. All right. But by God damn it, own up to this shit. All
Yeah.
right. If you meant for that to be out there, let it be out there. You see what I'm saying? And in my opinion, which to her it don't fucking matter. She make a whole lot more money than me, but we're the same on a different level. You know what I'm saying? I'm my daughter's father. You feel me? I got a daughter. I don't want her to be blindsided by no shit like that in the future. So just know that one day, when those titties start sagging, that ass starts sagging, and your daughter asks you, "Mom, what's up with this porno you basically did?" You gotta sit her down. You gotta tell her the motherfucking truth. That's it.
Understand. My whole thing with it, I mean, I agree with both of y'all. Like, I totally agree with both of y'all. DC, you made a very valid point. You're grown and own up to the shit. You know what I'm saying? To me, I'm so anti when it comes to marketing, and I'll be trying to be on my business shit. So I'll be thinking from that aspect of it, man. I think it was all a marketing business scheme because every person that comes out with a sex tape gets that much more popular. You know what I'm saying? And I
Exactly.
just think the timing of it was right on key. The production of it was immaculate. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was no like what was the old girl and what was the white girl and the Tommy Lee and Pamela Anderson?
You want to
Like
use
when
Yeah.
theirs came out,
You
it
sure
was
you
like
want to
some
get on
cell phone footage. Like
Give
even
tell the world, hey,
they call it
hey,
One Night in Paris.
I run
Smooth, I'm
track.
gonna
Yeah.
get you. Shut
I'm that shit.
up. But even Paris Hilton
No, I
and
mean,
old
she
boy
be
that came out, like
winning.
it was a cell phone
My
footage. You know
best
what I'm
friend.
saying? Like it was on their
Yeah.
cell phone. So like it was
Oh, and that's
all
it. High fives.
like
Me and you both.
non-professional uh
You threw up?
just stuff that was put out. So
You
I just
threw
think
up?
I think that whole sex tape, with her doing her thing,
Well, I ain't
somebody
showing that.
found it. It was professionally done. Like I think they had
Hey, can you
somebody
bring me
actually
some
record
hand
it
sanitizer,
and test
Yeah.
it and do
please?
it. Might have been another
Please.
female because Mimi's personality,
I just
you feel
wanna.
me,
I feel good about
insisted
myself.
that it was she wanted to be comfortable around somebody that she knew. So I think it was another female that did it. But I
Yeah.
think they had planned to do it and to drop it because of everything that was going on. So it is what it is, man.
Hold on. One
Congratulations to
last thing.
her with
One
her
last thing on that.
lean, mean, sexy ass body.
I can't wait till this shit is over with because every time I try to go to my goddamn porn sites, she's at the fucking top, and I'm trying to get to the good point. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to get in my goddamn Phoenix. You know what I'm saying? My goddamn Pornhub. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you. I feel you.
And I can't get past fucking Mimi 45-second goddamn fucking free clip. That's all I gotta say about that.
All right. Next topic, real quick, man. We just I don't know if y'all been watching Twitter or watching Facebook or Instagram, but it's been a whole. What are you shushing me for?
No, I'm shushing myself.
Oh, it's been a whole bunch of stuff going on. We're gonna get to you. It's a whole bunch of stuff going on with Kevin Hart and Mike Epps on their Twitter.
Oh yeah, I seen it.
Smooth, go ahead and let the people know what's going on real quick, since you know what's up.
Thank you, ma'am. Well, hey, no, hold on, time out. Let me let the world know, right? This is Dow's hand sanitation, right? In my house, there's a stomach bug that I told my two affiliates with that's going on, and I'm not trying to catch it, so I'm cleaning up. But what I did hear was that what's his name, Mike Epps, has said that pretty much Kevin Hart was a sellout. He kissed a man in the mouth, and he's not popping. Now, what I heard Kevin Hart say was, until you get your numbers like mine, you comment on me. But until then, don't say nothing. So let's keep it popping. Now, did Mike Epps up on the way up for Kevin Hart? Indubitably, because I'm an avid fan of watching Resident Evil, right? And Mike Epps is in Resident Evil, right? Correct?
Yeah.
So, okay, so we have some non-Resident Evil watchers.
Yeah.
But what I am saying is, Mike Epps is nowhere near as funny as he's not funnier than Cat Williams. You know what I mean? Like, he's not even on his level. And Cat Williams ain't on Kevin Hart level. So, and Kevin Hart ain't on Eddie Murphy level, and Eddie Murphy ain't on Richard Pryor level. You feel me? It's different levels to this thing.
Get to the goddamn point, nigga.
So,
hey. Make it all his analogy. Get to the goddamn point.
I'm going there. So what I'm saying is, like, I think that your boy Mike Epps should just fell back, man. I think he's feeling jelly. You know what I mean? Like he has a certain jealousness in his heart where he doesn't want to see another dude progress. That's what it sounds like to me.
All right, well, I don't know if I've been paying attention to it, but I pay attention to it because I follow both of them on Twitter. But they always do this. Like, they always go back and forth. And even Mike Epps had put something out there and said, y'all need to really stop taking everything that I say so serious. Like, he had did this before. But when I tried to retweet it, it said that the tweet was deleted. So I don't know if this time is actually for real, but it might be another thing that they do. Because even Kevin Hart has said on one of his interviews, because they asked him about it, he was like, no, like, me and Mike always get on there and we always talk shit. That's my boy, blah, blah, blah. We always talk shit. Now, this time, I think it's...
Did you see the video?
I seen the video. I think this time it might be a little bit different than before because... Kevin Hart. I seen both of their videos. I seen both of their videos. I seen all of their tweets. You know what I'm saying? Like my girl, she told me about it. She was like, "Oh, did you see what Kevin Hart had posted on Instagram?" I was like, "What is it about?" She was like, "Oh, it's about Mike Epps." And I was like, "They always go back and forth. Like they always talk shit. Mike Epps will come out and be like, that nigga Kevin Hart is the gayest fucking nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like he'll say something outlandish, and then Kevin Hart will respond back and forth, and it'll be like, oh, Kevin Hart and Mike Epps is a Twitter beef. Like you can research the shit, and they'll show you. But to me, it was all publicity. I mean, or in just the fun between comedians, because that's what they had said at first. It was, we're just comedians. We like to have fun. We like to get, you know what I'm saying, get shit started just to see how far it can go. Blah blah blah. But this time it was in an actual interview. It wasn't like Mike Epps had came out and just tweeted him out of the blue. You know what I mean? It was actual interview that he was in, and he was talking about some other shit, and he was like, yeah, I just think Kevin Hart is really overrated. Like, people give him a lot more credit, blah, blah, blah. So I think, and interviews is a motherfucker, because I know how to edit. I can edit this whole goddamn show and make it sound however I want to say it. You know what I'm saying? I will take every laugh that y'all niggas do and anything I say.
Like,
you know what I'm saying? So I don't know what the behind the scenes things with it. I think what Mike Epps coming out and saying that it was just it's fun. Don't take everything as what I'm saying serious as I say. I believe that, but at the same time, it's not. But to answer to talk about what you had said with um, I got you, DC. To talk about what you had said, Smooth, with Mike Epps needs to just calm down because he's not on that level. Let's remember Kevin Hart. Let's remember Kevin Hart when he was doing his first stand up and he had a flannel shirt on with some Levi's straight dungaree jeans and some damn regular basic Nike shoes on, and he was
Where?
just a straight comedian. Oh, research the shit, daddy. You know what I'm saying? Research the shit and go look at his early stand up and listen to the jokes that he's saying then, and it's the same exact jokes that he's saying now. Like he's talking about his kid, he's talking about putting him in the oven, on all of it. Like it's the same exact jokes that you're gonna
But
hear. You're gonna hear this, and 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 every great comedian, because I follow a lot of comedians. Every great comedian is gonna tell you that to be consistent, you have to say your old jokes because
right.
what works in one place, it might not work at the other place. But if you try it at the other place and you tweak it right, it will work at the same place. That same exact joke can work everywhere depending on you being able to pick out your crowd.
I'm gonna keep it
And
100
Kevin
with you.
Hart,
I never thought that Mike Epps was hilariously funny. I know he's from
no,
Indianapolis.
he's not.
I know
I don't think stand up. I don't think his stand up is funny at all. I think he's
yeah.
funnier in movies,
In movies.
playing characters that relate to his stand up. You know what I'm saying? Like his stand up relates to Day Day. You know what I'm saying? Like when
Yeah.
you see him with that laugh and you know what I'm saying? Like his Def Jam comedy that he had did when it was like nigga, why niggas in the hood run with the pistol down low like this. You know what I'm saying? Like that was hilarious because that's something that you would think Day Day would say.
Yeah.
I think Ice Cube does a really good job at picking his comedians because he got Chris
Cat
Tucker when Chris
Williams.
Tucker
Yeah.
exactly Chris Tucker when Chris Tucker first came out, Cat Williams when Cat Williams was first coming out, um, Mike Epps when Mike Epps was first coming out. So I think Ice Cube is a genius when it comes to exploiting comedians areas and building a character around a particular comedian. You know what I'm saying? You don't see Kevin Hart in no Ice Cube movies, but Ice Cube
Yo,
movies.
yeah, yeah, one. Right
Ride
along.
Along.
Right along.
But Ride Along was an actual Paramount movie. Like it was like a big movie that you know what I'm
Yeah, it
saying
was.
that they had did. You know what I'm saying?
But
There was
you
a whole
but you
bunch of different hands in that pot.
but
You know
you
what I'm
think
saying?
that what's Ice Cube? You think he ain't had nothing to do with that? He's already like
Mm.
solidified in the game.
Hey, hold on. I got three
I
things I
think
want
I
to say
think
about
yeah.
this.
Uh-oh.
Three things I want to say about this subject, right? First
Hey
of
you,
all,
high five.
what? All right.
I
First
don't
of
know.
all,
Come here,
I don't
come
know.
here.
All right, I'm a Mike Epps
Trying
fan.
to figure
I
out.
am a Mike Epps fan.
Trying to figure you out.
But with that being said, you know what I'm saying, I've seen Mike Epps live. I've seen Kevin Hart live, and hands down, Kevin Hart stand up was funnier than Mike Epps. I give him that, hands down. Secondly, you know what I'm saying, like I just think it's like I don't think it's true. I don't think it's really like I just think it's some publicity type shit. Lastly, I'm gonna do a little math so people take the calculators out. 1,172 times 5,682,000
Equals how much?
times zero equals
Equals
how
zero.
many fucks equals how many fucks I give about those two fuckers right now.
Coon stuff. That's what I'm saying. He always gotta go take. He gotta take it all the way up here
Because
to bring it back. To bring it back to right here.
Every
He
single
gotta
time.
go here to bring it here.
He's
That's how
such
many
a.
fucks I give.
I think
Niggas say,
I think it's the
hey,
wife beater. If it
yeah.
wasn't a wife beater,
Hey.
if he wasn't wearing a wife beater, I think it would be different.
And
But
look,
look,
he could have said 0 plus 0 equals 0. That's all he had to say.
Nope, I want you to use your fucking goddamn brain, you fuck shit.
yo, I think look first of all, I agree with you, DC. Like I've seen both of them niggas live, and I think that Kevin Hart had a better live performance.
Way better.
Yeah, he had a better live performance. The reason being is Kevin Hart's money is way longer than
Why? Because
like
he's way funnier.
when you get to that level of being a comedian.
It's timing. It's timing.
Right.
Hold on.
Yeah, but Mike ain't funny.
Hold on, man.
But Mike, kill
It's
yourself.
timing, dude.
You
It
go
is timing.
put your face in the bag
Bad
of crawdads.
publicist.
Let him eat your face
Bad
up.
publicist.
You think it's good?
Bad fucking goddamn
You crawdad
agents.
eater.
Bad agents. Bad publicists. That's it. It's
But look,
timing, dude.
take
When
the
you
time.
hot, dude, you gotta hit every movie. Then they came up with like 5 movies in 2 days.
Yeah, that's
In
true.
2 days.
That's
DMX, what? DMX came out with 3 CDs in 2 months.
Yeah,
It was hot.
but I feel like
timing.
I feel like at the same time, man, it was more of
Can you hear it?
it was more of
It's my thing right here.
Kevin Hart having way more money than him. You know what I'm saying? Because when you get to that level that Kevin Hart is at, because Kevin Hart has surpassed every comedian that he even looked up to. You know what I'm saying? Like his money is long. You have teams, not just a team. You have teams of writers. You have the bottom writers, you have middle writers, and you have the official writers that put it all on the plaques to make it work. And I feel like Kevin Hart says something like, "Oh, I think it'd be funny if I told a story about I went shopping with my son and how he did, you know, how he put all this stuff in the grocery cart." And the bottom team, they start writing a joke. They submit it to that middle team. That middle team refines that joke, and then they submit it to the official team. And that official team,
I don't know what you say.
and then they send it to Kevin Hart. Like, this is what you had told us about. You wanted to tell a story about this. This is the joke that we have came up with. It tested so good in this. Blah, blah. Like, that's how it works. When you get to that level, you know what I'm saying? When you get to that level, it is a process.
Put back up. Put it in.
Even with rappers, like rappers have to, once they sign onto a label, they have their song. They submit that song to the A&R. The A&R has teams nitpick the hell out of that thing. Like, he should have went higher here. He should have said this. It would have been dope if he had said this. You know. Because everybody's using this different plug-in, or you know what I'm saying? Like, it goes through that before it even goes back to the artist and says, "Okay, we listened to your track. This is how we want you to say it," and they play it back for him. And another nigga just sits be like, "Okay, all right." So he gets back in the studio, redoes the damn album, masters it again, and then it finally gets put out into that. So at that level that you're at as a comedian, and it's even more extensive as a comedian to me, because you're trying to make people laugh. You think they're going to invest that much money in Kevin Hart and have him go on tour and not make people laugh?
Great point.
There's too many people following him in order for somebody just to be like, I'm going to go watch Kevin Hart because I liked him in Soul Plane. No.
And guess what? Notice how
hold on. Even though Soul Plane, and y'all could probably agree, Soul Plane was a hilarious movie.
Oh shit, I didn't like that damn movie.
What?
No,
that shit was garbage. That shit was garbage.
I didn't like it. It was hot garbage.
Y'all didn't think it was hilarious.
It was hot
garbage. I thought it was like beyond trash.
You know why I like Soul Plane?
You're a coon. You're a coon.
Because it had Snoop Dogg in there.
No.
You're a coon. You're a coon.
Because it had Snoop Dogg in there. That's it.
You know why I like Soul Plane?
Here, coon.
You know why I like Soul Plane? Soul Plane was a good movie because it was everybody in their raw element. It was no Hollywood shit. It was no extra production.
No skills, no acting, just, hey, DC, hey, bro, hey, what it is, cuz?
That's funny, dude. Blood.
You know why y'all didn't like it? You know why y'all didn't like it? Because y'all were matching wife beaters on KoonNation.
Well, maybe you would wear a white beater too. Like. Maybe you wear a white beater too if you went.
If I had a sun tattoo, yes, I would wear it.
Right now,
you don't want to wear it because it's gonna make it look like you had a onesie on.
No, I didn't want to wear it. One, because I don't have any crowns or any suns on my shoulders. Two, I don't want to wear it.
I got names. Don't get the names twisted. I didn't want
to look like I was wearing a tattoo that was made in whiteout.
Did you see? He just mad because his fat ass don't hit the gym.
That's it.
That's all it is. You don't hit the gym. You can't be sexy. You got a wife. Hey, and she thinks you're sexy. But what she don't know, short people get fat, and you're about to be fat.
First of all, you can't even talk hard to me.
Cooking for you fat ass nigga.
First of all, you can't even talk hard to me, nigga. You just had to goddamn check in with your wife and kids a minute ago, nigga. You just had to be like, look, baby, these my friends.
No, I have my son.
These my friends. These my friends. I told you I was doing this.
That was my dude. That was my little dude. And I put him on my lap, and he looked like a computer.
I love him like a play cousin. But I didn't have to go grab my daughter and be like, look, baby, with her wobble head and be like, look, baby, I told you I was doing this. I told you I was still doing this.
I know you hear me, DC.
DC's on my team. DC's on my team, nigga.
Hold on, we don't have
DC because y'all wearing white beaters. Because y'all wearing white beaters, all of a sudden now, y'all together. Y'all on the same fucking team.
And he said, hold on, y'all. Oh, baby. I'm just saying, give it 100.
Get out of here. Get out of here. You just mad because you in the mortuary.
Am I lying?
You're mad because you're filming in a mortuary right now.
Well, I got curtains right now.
I got exactly. Y'all niggas spent all day at Bed Bath & Beyond to pick them curtains.
You know what?
Hey, we gotta go to B3 before we go.
This is why we spend the time that we're supposed to have, because you always want to take it to another level.
I'm just saying, you have burgundy
we got
curtains.
5 minutes.
Look, he has burgundy curtains with fall leaves on one, and then he has spring curtains on the other one with winter leaves on the other side. No, nigga, I see it. I'm looking right at it. Don't try to hide it. That nigga has forest green curtains on the left side and damn fall leaves on the right side.
You can't see nothing.
I'm just saying, man. Hey, but
quit looking at my house, nigga. I'm in the house, nigga. I ain't got them concrete walls like you got, nigga.
Those are concrete.
I know they're concrete walls, man. I was in. Come on now, stop.
You didn't live in housing. You didn't live in housing. You lived in your shoebox, because that's where niggers live. I'm down on Sterling in this bitch. Niggers live in the damn shoebox where they go to gym.
And this is why I don't associate with people that's not in the United States that are.
That TV is so far away from anything that you can see, nigga. No wonder you're wearing glasses. No wonder you were wearing glasses. That nigga got a 32-inch.
I'm going to take it, and I'm walking backwards.
That nigga has a 32-inch in a damn 75-inch goddamn window.
That's my stool. This is me behind the TV. Oh, my God. TV look big now, huh?
No, it doesn't. You just skinny, nigga. You look skinny.
As I walk by, as you see my name.
Hey, soon as you went over there, your shoulders went underneath your armpits, nigga. What is that on the wall? What is that on the wall? Go back to that.
You want to read it? You want to read it?
Oh my God, this nigga has a mural. This nigga has a mural.
And these are my dead bottles right here. These are the dead soldiers right here.
You better clean that damn kitchen up, nigga, before you get on punishment.
And this is my old lady. Then my old lady coming downstairs, mad as a bitch, and I'm gonna be like, oh God.
Yeah, you're gonna be upset. You're gonna be sleeping on that damn couch, that hard ass couch.
And that's my daughter, Right there. Say, hey, baby. Oh, you're getting away from the camera. She don't want to be on the camera.
She's
She
like,
said, hell
nigga,
no.
don't put me on the camera. What is wrong with you?
Hey, nigga, we get it in, nigga. Hold on, what?
Is that a wooden Jesus piece? Is that a wooden Jesus piece?
It is.
It's
Now,
made
do
out
you
of
want?
wood.
Now, hold on.
Made out of wood?
Do you want me to shut you up though? Do you want me to shut you up?
Hold on, man. I don't hate on Jesus. I don't hate on Jesus.
Versace.
Hold on. Oh, he knew I was about to do it. He knew I was about to do it.
I don't hate on Jesus, man, but I'm just saying.
Hey,
have a
so
wooden Jesus piece.
you know what it was? Tell him what I'm about to do.
Look, that
you
nigga
talking this shit, right?
He's fumbling this shit. Hey,
Yeah.
So
go ahead.
I don't have to do it then, right, DC? I don't have to do it,
You
right?
ain't gotta do it, man. You ain't gotta do it. Man.
No, please,
Hold on, time
please
out,
do
time
it.
out, time out.
Please do it.
Time
Please
out.
do it. Please.
What did I say right now?
That says Dockers. You got some Docker glasses on.
Them blue blockers.
You got some damn Dockers.
But you know what? DC stopped me. Because DC, I don't know how the fuck you knew what the fuck I was about to do, DC, but you knew it. So I'm not going to do it now. I'm not going to do it. But
No.
DC knew.
Do it, man, because I didn't know what you was going to do with the wooden Jesus piece. Was you going to set it on fire and say it with a burning cross?
Can I do it? Can I do it, DC?
Go ahead, man. Go ahead, man.
Can I shut him down?
Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Give me a couple seconds. Oh my God.
Why are you entertaining this? You hear me get yelled
Hey,
at?
man,
Listen.
Hurry up. I'm counting. You got a minute.
That nigga getting yelled at. Told you. She just smacked that shit. She smacked that thing on there like, you got a minute. Pow! She slapped that phone down like, nigga, 60, 59, 58.
Okay. God. I'm back. I ran all the stairs up. So Rob, are you making me do this?
I ran all the stairs up, DC.
What did I say?
I don't know. What does it say, man? What does it say? You gotta talk, cause it ain't.
I'm not gonna do it, cause DC want me to do it, but I said I wasn't gonna do it.
No, well, do the shit, nigga. Do the shit with your tough ass neck. Your neck is so muscular, nigga. You can gargle peanut butter. When you lifted your head up, nigga, I swear to God, I see like 45. I can't. You gotta talk. I can't see what that is.
What you think this is?
That is. Go ahead. Go.
Okay,
you gotta keep talking.
Keep it still, man. I'm getting busy.
First of all, did you bring it to me in a box?
Time out.
So it was a present. You brought it to me in a present. It's a present.
Oh, what happened? What happened? It blanked out. My screen blanked out.
I see.
No, you on?
You on?
Okay. What is that?
Versace. Okay. Smooth. That's not real, man. That's not real. You would not have been able to bought that, nigga, and afforded all them diapers that you had from 7 kids.
Hold on. Do you see this? So
Put it
now
on. Put it on.
It's gonna be so heavy.
Put it on, and in the morning, I
smell
want you to
shit.
take a picture of your neck when it turns goddamn purple.
Really smooth.
Oh my God, it's so heavy. It's so heavy. You see this? It's so heavy. And people be so mad at me because they be like, why you wearing that? And I be like, because I can afford it. And if you look at it close, anybody that's a real jewelry connoisseur, they gonna know. But hold on, does it stop there? No, it don't stop there. Why? Because I got black diamonds. Don't worry about that. I got another chain. Don't worry about that. I got a bracelet. Don't worry about that. We get it in. Huh? That's what we do. So I'm going to rock my chain now. You seen the game wearing it.
Are we done?
Okay. Only because Rob was talking shit. That's the only reason I did it. But I ain't shit. Hold on. Let me take this heavy ass chain off because it's hurting my neck.
Hey, do you
so
see?
bad.
Yo, what up?
He would have never had that when that nigga was pushing that damn Ford Taurus, nigga.
Rob, I'll slap shit out you. I feel like you said something.
When he had that 98 Ford Taurus, nigga, parked outside the barracks on that flat tire, nigga. That nigga would have never had no Versace chain.
What happened?
He was killing them with them tinted windows, man.
That's what I'm saying.
You're talking about Taurus? You're talking about Taurus.
Yeah. You was killing with them tinted windows, though, nigga.
You lucky I don't know what you drove. You lucky I don't know what you drove, DC. You lucky.
Nigga, let me tell you something, nigga. I drove a 93 Mercury Cougar, nigga. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, I had two cars. So you can't even
piece of shit Camaro, and
that Camaro was running. First of all,
man, that Camaro
it was running.
It was just a cam. You didn't get the arrow on the back of that mother. It was a cam.
And I don't know what the other car was.
It was a Sable. It was a Mercury Sable.
Well, nigga, I had a Taurus. Nigga, ain't you talk shit to me, nigga.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, the Taurus just sat there. It sat there for so long, nigga, that
somebody hit it, man.
It had an ID card. It was set there damn long. That Ford Taurus had his own ID card that had to present that when it went to the locker.
That VIN number, he only had 3 numbers for the VIN number on that bitch.
We're gonna take a walk now.
It was 004.
You look at
it was the fourth Taurus ever created on Earth, nigga.
Okay.
Oh, man.
So now I'm coming outside.
Let's go ahead and do some closing.
I got me coming outside.
Let's go.
I'm outside, right? And I got people looking at me all fucked up. Like, what the fuck am I doing? So, I'm outside, right? Lifestyles of the rich and famous. No, I'm not rich, right? You see her sitting back there. Now we're gonna edge back because I know you see that North Carolina.
You can't go nowhere right now, though, nigga. Your car is parked in the front. She like, I'm gonna park right behind you. I'm gonna park behind you.
Hold on, you ready?
So you can't go nowhere.
Okay. Oh shit, the sprinkler just hit me. That's my truck, right? That's the old truck, right? Oh shit, hold on, time out. Baby, hit the garage button. Hit the garage button. Right, this is my neighborhood. If you wanna see where I stay around a bunch of white folks, man. Like, I came up. Now watch the garage as it comes up. Watch the garage as it comes up, cause it's coming up. Uh-oh! Look at that bitch right there. Huh? That's mine. Hold on. You can't see it. I'm trying to get an angle. See it?
They should have never gave you niggas money.
I love my niggas, man. I love y'all.
That nigga done brought the property tax down in that neighborhood.
Yeah, he did. Hey, you know why he got in the garage with the garage door closed, nigga? Because the lean people is looking for that bitch to tow it.
He ain't pay no taxes on that bitch because they ain't got no VIN number.
Yeah. And look, you know what I'm saying? And this is my neighborhood. In case you ever want to come, but DC know what my neighborhood look like because he came here with them Spanx. He came there with them Spanx on. So, you know what I'm saying? This is my neighborhood.
Wrap this up, man. I gotta bounce.
All right, yeah, let's wrap this up, man. Close the statements, man. Go ahead and smooth.
Hey, yo, it's been real. Sterling, he can eat 5 baby dicks. I didn't mean to say that out loud, but I'm gonna say it. As far as Mimi, do what you do when you do it. You dig? But just be prepared for the cautions that be prepared for what the backlash is gonna be. As far as DC, hey, file them toenails down. File them toenails down. And Raw, hey man, grow an inch bigger. You dig? And that's all I gotta say. I'm done. Let's go.
All right, where the nigga Rob go, man?
How the host leave?
I'm right here.
How does the host leave?
I'm right here.
Okay. So here's my closing remarks. I only got really one thing to say, right? And it's about the Sterling shit, right? It's smooth laughing because you thought I was going to say something about you. Nah, I don't want you to reach all the way down here to goddamn Georgia and smack me with them long ass arms. So I'm going to pay my respects. All right. So look, Sterling made his money, right, off of the blood and the sweat of minorities. Because basketball is a minority. Basketball teams are minorities. All right? So with that being said, my point is, you got to watch who you help up. Because in the end, they might turn around and fuck you. My prime example, Adolf Hitler almost drowned when he was a baby. Guess who saved him?
Is that for real?
A Jewish priest. I'm done.
Are you being He was
That's real.
Jewish though.
That's real.
Adolf Hitler was Jewish though.
Yes. And who saved his life? A Jewish priest. What did he do when he got in power?
Are you being for real? Like that really
That's
happened?
serious. That really happened.
Okay.
He was drowning. A Jewish priest saved his life.
Wow. Didn't
When
know
he was
that.
a baby. When he was a baby. That's it. Signed out 504 DC, aka confirmed. Look me up on SoundCloud, DC space, aka space, confirmed. Drown my
And tell them
soul
that
in the
song that's hot.
motherfucking
And tell them that song that's hot.
Hey,
Song
look
from
up
the
Drown
bottle.
My Soul in a motherfucking bottle. Alright? Drown My Soul's in a bottle. DC space, aka space, confirmed, SoundCloud.
Already.
All right, so man, you know, this is another episode of KoonNation, man. We're gonna try to bring y'all these episodes every Sunday, as soon as we can get our shit together, because we got lives just like y'all do. Wrapping it up, man. Donald Sterling, to me, the nigga just got caught at the wrong time with the wrong person. Everybody's racist. Black, white, purple, green, it don't matter. Everybody's all about their money, and it's not going to stop, because it is a get rich or die trying lifestyle that we live. Mimi, my wife, hey, we're going to have to include Mimi in whatever we do if she ever hits me back. But yeah, hey, Mimi, she did her thing, and I'm not hating on her. You know what I'm saying? Fuck the haters. Because haters gonna hate, but it's been good, man. It's been real, it's been fun, and it's been real fun. So we're gonna sign off, man, and let y'all have y'all way and do all that good stuff. So stay tuned to the KoonNation show. Hit us up on Twitter at KoonNation, or you can hit us on Instagram at KoonNation. And you can hit us up on Facebook at KoonNation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is your boy Double R the Star, your boy Smooth the Loop, aka Smooth the Goon, aka Smooth whatever.
Yeah. A bunch of aliases. Keep it going.
A bunch of aliases. And that's your boy DC, aka motherfucking DC confirmed, aka confirmed, aka D confirmed, aka confirmed DC, aka
Stables,
Confirmed.
all the information.
Crow feet, aka I scratch carpets. Go ahead, my bad.
Hey, all the information to be in the bottom of the video when y'all see this. So go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. And this is KoonNation, man, signing off. All goodbyes.
Deuces.
Hey, check the deuces for the south side. You dig?
DC, you gonna say anything, or you just that nigga just signed off?
Hey.
All right, Smooth, man. I'll holler at you, man. I'm gonna try to edit this video through this week, and it'll be posted on the KoonNation YouTube page.
Bet it up, bro.
For sure.
Go on.